Hi traders, and welcome to the Technical Analysis Market Watch on Friday the 6th of December. So I've seen a pretty good week of action in the currencies this week. Some key levels have been getting price bounce between them, so they've provided some good opportunities. So we'll jump straight into the charts and see if we can identify any trades for today or early into next week. All right, we'll start out here with the Aussie USD, and we can see that we've had another really good week of selling, actually, basically all the way from 65 down to our target zone of 64. Only just touched it briefly, but it definitely got there, and realistically, it provided a good launch zone off what we know is already a very strong level. So you've got to go to the smaller timeframes to probably fully appreciate the opportunities, and everyone who's been here for a little while would know that we always looking for the lower high, lower lows, or higher high, higher low sequences. And you can see that even when it sold off from around that sort of 65, it gave us the opportunities. Once it made that lower low, we were basically off. We got the lower high, lower low sequence, and then down it came. Pull back to the 20 if you missed out on that one, and you were able to have another shot at it. It hit the, look, like I say, you had to be pretty quick to get on it. If you weren't trading within this time, you were going to miss out on this one because it was a difficult one to get into given the time frame. It didn't hang around very long, but then it did get tracking. Now it finds itself right in the middle of that zone. So realistically, we know that we've got a pretty solid boundary between the 65 and 64 cent mark. We're trading right in the middle. Whichever way it breaks out to, I'm happy to trade, really. If it goes lower high, lower lows, we'll aim for the 64. And if it starts to get a series of higher highs and higher lows, we'll aim for the 65. So it's right in the middle of that zone and has been playing pretty nice. So hopefully you're able to get hold of that one. But again, it would have been a bit tricky if you weren't right there and ready to go. It's right in the middle of that zone again, like I say, in this channel. It's a strong zone in itself, the 64.50. You can see we've got quite a few touches here throughout this area, right through there and back here. But what you can also see is when it has actually gone into that zone, it has reacted off it. So it either bounces back to the 65 pretty quickly or to the 64. So be prepared for that opportunity, and yeah, just look for the sequences that we're always looking for. All right, US dollar CAD. Look, another one that has been behaving itself lately in terms of trending nicely. We can see that we've got, obviously we hit that 10, well, basically 140.80 again. Didn't quite reach the 141, but the 140.80 was there for about 3 days, and then it sold off close to the 20 moving average. It's finding, it looks like it's starting to run out of steam a little bit, in the sense that it's attempting to go longer, but it hasn't been able to get past this level twice now. And we have pulled back all the way to nearly the moving average. So one of these, what we've really got to be looking out for is a series of, basically on a 15-minute or a 1 hour, series of higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows, up to either the 141, or if we get a breakdown below the 20 moving average. Now, before I'd be looking for shorts, I'd be waiting for a daily close below the 20 moving average. Okay, I wouldn't want it to be trading it any more shorter until we actually get a daily close below this, say, 139.80 area, because until then it's basically been very, very strong support all the way up, right? So we haven't seen a decent break of it. So I wouldn't be tempting fate and trying to reverse a trend. You never want to be doing that. Let the trend break down first. A break of a daily below the 139.80, however, means it's below the 20 moving average and looking a bit weaker. That gives us an opportunity to trade it down to around that 139.30 in the first instance, which we know is a reasonable support, so not a bad place to aim for. But if we get a sequence of higher highs and higher lows, the obvious target's going to be that 141. So yeah, pretty straightforward on the US dollar CAD. All right, US dollar yen bounced between both levels again. This is similar to the Aussie. This one has bounced between the levels of that 151.20 and the 149, effectively 149.20 as well. But realistically, you got to go to the smaller time frames to identify the opportunities again. Go to a 15-minute chart, and yeah, this is pretty straightforward as well. You can see that once we were at the levels here at 140, basically 149 flat, we gave that reversal, see the sequence of higher highs and higher lows, and off we go. You had two really good entry points here. Once it broke down through there, the first test of the 20 moving average, we were off. Second test of the moving average, we were off. Third test of the moving average, we were off. Any of those opportunities were good opportunities to take it long, and the obvious target was going to be the 151. So that was pretty straightforward trading as well. Really, really good. Again, though, like the Aussie is right in the middle of that channel, okay? So you got the 151 to aim for and the 149 to aim for. What you're looking for here is a sequence of higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. Whichever it goes, I'm happy to trade. I haven't got a bias on these ones at all. So whichever direction it wants to go, we would be happy to jump onto. So really good trading on the yen. Hopefully you're able to get hold of that because it was pretty straightforward and very easy to get. Let's go over to the dollar index now. This one has seen a bit of weakness this week. We've finally broken through the 20 moving average and that really strong support zone at the 1.6. So what we're looking for now is effectively, look, the way I see it, I think there's reasonable support at around that sort of 105.20 area, which is this zone here, which is also in the middle of that channel. So best to draw that channel up. I think that is the next parking spot for it if we get a continued break. I want to see it just get a little bit lower again. I'm a little bit defensive on this one. I want to see a daily close below the 105.70. If we get a daily close below there, I'd be fully aiming for the 105.10 as the target for the next move. But obviously, the euro is the one we want to be trading, so we'll jump onto that one in a second. But yeah, realistically, before we start trading the euro any longer, we want to probably see that 105.70 broken with a daily close on this one, and then we're looking for shorts all the way down to here, which of course will mean that the euro has to go up. Now, the euro is right at a 20 moving average, and this is why I'm a little bit reluctant to just jump straight in, because ideally what we want to see is a break of this 20 moving average on the euro. We've obviously seen it's dying to make a higher low. It's trying very, very hard to do so. And I like its chances. No, don't take me wrong, but it's got to do it first. I wouldn't be jumping in until it actually does it. Okay. So if we see a close above the 20 moving average, more importantly, a close above the 106 with a daily, if we get that, then we're looking at 106.80 as the next target, which will bring that dollar index down to that set zone at around that 105.20. So that's what we're looking for here. Daily close above it. I wouldn't look for shorts right now on this one unless it reverses really, really solidly and is trading underneath the 105.40 again. I wouldn't be trying to attack this one because it looks like it wants to turn around. So the bias trade on this one is the long opportunity up to the this level in the first instance. 106.80 is the target, but we need to see a break above 105.80 on the daily, and if we get that, 106, sorry, on the daily, because we're going to close there probably more than likely now. 106 is what we want to see a close of, though. We want to see it above the 20 moving average and above this zone here. Then we're looking at 106.80 as the target on the euro. But good trading on this one. It's been setting up for a while and it's playing the game nicely. All right, and the S&P 500, look, there's not a lot to report here. It has done absolutely nothing in the last session, of course. Been very, very flat, but it has been grinding its way higher all week. You can see that we've been basically making higher highs and all-time highs, for that matter, every day this week. Today is no exception, but it's, and I don't even look at that as weakness. All it is just a little bit of quiet market consolidation at an all-time high. It's pushing very, very hard to try and get to the 6,100. Is not very far away, only a matter of points that it was from it today. So yeah, it can't be very far away, you wouldn't think, from reaching that, but it's been very, very subdued. So I'm not really inclined to do anything on this one. I don't really want to reverse it just yet. I think I'd rather it came back down. In a perfect world, the 20 moving average will catch up now. It does a bit more consolidation up here, and it pulls back maybe to around that sort of 6,000. If the 20 moving average is caught up there, if it pulls back to there with a roll reversal zone, that would be a fantastic pickup zone when the roll reversal eventually happens and we see a higher low sequence. But up until then, I wouldn't short it down to there. I think it could continue grinding higher than some people might think. So I'm not really interested in markets that are just slowly grinding either, because it doesn't really get you a good bang for buck. So I think it's probably just a bit of a watch and see on this one. Just let it pan out early next week and see which direction it wants to start trending properly into. And once we start to see a proper trend, we'll be able to talk about it with a little bit more clarity. So I hope you had a great week's trading. We saw some good opportunities on the currencies. Hopefully you were able to take advantage of some of those. Have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.